Alright, can everyone hear me? Alright, can everyone hear me? Alright, can everyone hear me? Great, a feedback loop. I'm gonna have to close that out. Alright, thank you. Gonna copy this object for later. Okay, so main objective today. Do a... Yes, indeed, I did hit puberty. Thank you. I think I did. I don't know. Main objective today, do mini Huggies and probably normal Huggy if there is a model in Chapter 5 for him. Withered Huggy and Kissy Missy. Those are the main objectives for today. Yes, we will go over IK in a bit. So, if you guys need to ask questions about anything, I will gladly respond to them. I'm just gonna do my normal tactics like I usually do. I've already extracted every rig, so I don't really need to go through F model. There is a model for normal Huggy? Okay, good. Because for whatever reason, the rigs in this game have 3 fingers for them instead of just like 2 bones. That's why I need to create a whole different rig. Also, they changed Kissy Missy's model entirely. They like revamped her materials. Can you make models of the locations from Chapter 5, like laboratories, just like Chapter 4? I could do it, but... I mean, you know what? We could probably do a stream on that. I could probably walk you through the process rather than making a tutorial. Another thing is that you can finally mirror the bones in Blender because they end in R and L. Yeah, that was the main issue with like the first 1 or 2 chapters. You're from Argentina? Well, hello. I am in America. I am in Florida. Hello, Argentina. Anyway, let me check the skeleton to make sure it's correct, because they might just be reusing the one from Chapter 4. Yeah, that looks weird. Yep, 3 fingers. They might not be used. Hello, Fringo. I think I've seen you before. I can't tell. Model of mini Huggies in Chapter 2 and mini Huggies, they are not the same from Chapter 5. They have teeth, and in Chapter 2 they don't. Yeah, because only thing they really did, they just used Huggies mesh and changed the fur card texture, because the texture underneath is just white. Hello, Jumpin' Jacks. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Alright, let's see if the fingers actually function, because if they don't, I might just be able to reuse the Chapter 4 rig. Yes, they function. Great. Cool to see you again. Yeah. I mean, it's been a long time since I've done, like, anything major on this channel in particular. Are these already... Oh, no, those are socket bones. Alright, it's time to organize the rig for a start. First things first, find all the bones that do not have weights attached to them. So that one just gave me a whole lot, so... Great. Why do I have so many bones overlapping? How much time do you need to finish this? I'd say, like, each individual rig may be an hour, but for the mini Huggies only really appear in Chapter 4, so I might just be able to set up a driver system for them to interchange the fur cards. Could you make rigs of the Project Playtime skins? I could, but you know what? If I do, I already have a Boxy Boo rig, but it's a little outdated. I might be able to do that. A question. In a ball, I put a stretch constraint in A stretch, but the ball moves completely, and I only want the top part to move. What? Oh. Are you talking about the IK rigs? Because for me, I just have the hand bone attached to here, and it stretches out like that. Hello, liar. I'm not sure if I butchered that name entirely. Sorry. Simple question, how old are you? Because your voice changed a lot. Um, God, it's so cold. Hold on, let me get a jacket real quick. I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. How old are you? My voice changed a lot. Yeah, that is going to be, what do they call it in mob entertainment style? NDA? I don't know. Um, yes, oh, you mean, because generally I just usually have IK, have this bone parented to here. The hand just stretches out, not the whole arm. Um, if you're talking about me, if I want to add the stretch to constraints, I could. I could probably add them for basic rigs. Just gonna get to organizing this rig. How many people do we have? Oh, dang. 21. Not bad. How do you make the bones look different shapes instead of being the default bone shape? I use this, add-on called Bone Widget. All it does is you select a bone, select the bone shape. It creates this for you, and you're allowed to modify the transformations of the bone shape. 9 plus 10, 21, absolutely. Oh, now it's 22 views, so you can't really make a joke out of that now. I low-key don't understand what's going on in the stream. I am making a rig. I will be publishing the rig by the end of the stream, and you guys can enjoy the rig. You guys just get to watch me make it because, for whatever reason, a lot of people are asking for how I make my rigs. I need so many bones there. I think they're overlapping the chapter 4 rig because I just saw a palm bone, even though there's already 3 fingers. I'm new to the channel. I only just saw the special project video. Which project video? Because I don't think I've done anything specifically directed towards Project Playtime. I mean, all I generally do for the main videos is just create 8-bit covers of songs because I enjoy doing that. The Lily Labyrinth one? Oh, yeah. Yeah, probably under NDA, so I can't really talk much about that project, per se. Just so you know, this is going to be like 5, maybe 7 minutes of doing this. You can make some models of... Oh yeah, I've seen that guy. Yeah, I I could make fan models, but only issue is he likes to add like very detailed textures. I'm not sure how I would supposed to be approaching that. But of course, if I would be up to it if you guys want to. But generally, focusing on the official ones is my biggest concern at the moment. Could you make a Pinata Puppy World like a fan made? I actually did make one, but it's like very scuffed. And it was kind of in the style of my Toon Dog Day rig, but it's kind of scuffed. That's why I'm not really releasing it. Apparently there's a twist bone, even though it's not weighted to anything. Okay, I think we got the whole rig cleaned up. I don't know what these bones are for, even though they're weighted. Oh, wait. Apparently there's detached bones. I don't think there was detached bones. Since when did you start using Blender? Around quarantine, like 2020, 2021, and I've pretty much watched like 5 or 6 tutorials, and then most of the other experiences were self-taught. So I've been using it for pretty much quite a long time. And that's cool. They made the gums and mouth bones separate so you can actually close this thing properly. Even though I'm just probably gonna parent the gums to the lips anyway. Okay, next objective. Find the useless bones that probably won't be part of the rig and put them in a don't delete collection. So I'm probably just gonna parent these to that. Oh, they already are parented. Are they all? Yeah. I think I've seen the model. For a little. Can you possibly unabbreviate? Oh, Pinata Puppy World. I could release it. Yeah, absolutely. I'm probably need to update it because after I'm done doing chapter 2 rigs, which I still need to do because I only did mommy long legs, I could definitely work on other things. I don't know how to configure IK. Could you help me? Sorry for asking so many questions at once. It's all right. Configuring IK. I'm gonna pretty much do that right after I set the materials for this guy, which will be soon. I just need to organize the rig first. Why are you doing that? Okay, I'm pretty sure those are all the gums for the outer layer. You know what, we'll leave bones for the inner layer. Are the IK rigs official or are they fan-made? If you're just talking about the IK specifically, I think Mob uses Spline IK for some of their characters. I prefer doing normal IK because it's overall quicker and more efficient, but I mean, you could check their BTS videos to see how the rigs are made, because that's how I made a fully accurate Smiling Critter rig. Which rig are you most proud of finishing? Absolutely the Smiling Critter plushies one. That is the most complicated one I've come across by far, because for whatever reason, they love gatekeeping the materials. Just basic base color, ORM, and normal textures. Especially the fact that they're all overlaid into one rig and I was able to split them up individually. Um, could you answer the age question because I didn't hear it? Basically all I just said is I don't want to talk about it. All right. Have you ever contacted Mob Entertainment for their trailers? No, I don't really contact anyone for anything. I just wait for the next big release and then make a rig. What Blender version do you use? 4.0. It's basically like the modernized version of geometry nodes and is the pretty much almost most compatible up until like 5.0. Yeah, 4.0.2. You know, I'm gonna skip on the reorienting bones for now. I'm just gonna go straight to the materials. Apparently they didn't distinguish the withered fur from the normal fur. I'm assuming they just used the same material then. Oh, right, I needed to pen that. I like peanut butter. I absolutely hate peanut butter. I am so very sorry, but for whatever reason, it just makes my stomach hurt, and I do not like that. If you ever have this weird glitch where stuff won't load in File Explorer, go into edit mode, do something, I'll just like remove triangles for his mesh. Come on, Blender, don't be slow. Go out of edit mode, and then go back to File Explorer, and then it should work. I have no clue why it does this, it just does it apparently. It's a weird Blender bug. I'm making a fan-made cinematic trailer for Poppy Playtime 6 titled A Better Place. I'm just mentioning it. I don't need any help. That's cool. I really like the concept of A Better Place being the next chapter, even though it probably is because it's like capitalized in the prototype's dialogue for some reason. With your models? Oh, thanks. I wasn't really expecting any of my rigs to get out far, actually. I mean, I guess I'm the only one doing Chapter 5 rigs. Though D1GQ made some awesome Chapter 1 and 2 rigs. Surprised no one's really using them anymore. He also made a bunch of project rigs, which were cool. Alright, now we got all the textures. I'll mention you in the credits, don't worry. Alright, because that's the main issue I have with this fandom right now, because I know people are using my rigs because either they don't change the pre-made pose or something, and then they just don't credit me, and I'm like, oh well. Your models are cool anyway, thanks. Even though I don't make the models, I just make the rigs. For some reason, Chapter 5, Huggy doesn't have his fur. They just use a weird material system for the fur, so I'm gonna have to open up F model for that. You guys are just gonna see my cursor randomly flail around anywhere. because you can only see the blender tab. I'm gonna look for fur texture. Okay, apparently it doesn't want me to search for that, so I'm just gonna have to find it myself. Oh wait, I'm in chapter 2. Dang, 54 views total, I think. Alright, where is that? Okay, that's not very helpful. Good to know. Oh, wait. There we go. Okay. If you were an employee in the Hour of Joy, what would you do? I either go into the women's restroom because all of the less aggressive ones can only go there, and either that or befriend some of the experiments, especially Doey, because by far the only one who's actually taken on the prototype. That is the wrong material. Aside from Poppy Playtime, is there any chance you'll make TADC models? The Amazing Digital Circus? Maybe. I mean, I've got a pretty decent Jax model I've made of. Do you know a game called Garden of Banban? Yes, the models are abysmal. They have a ton of polygons, and the UV maps are also suck, so I'm not really... probably not going to do those rigs. If I get really bored, I might just straight up do them. Did you know Ollie, the phone, is not an asset, but instead is a character? That means they have bones to the phone. I mean, I guess they could do that, although it's kind of like a weird thing to put in the characters folder. Are you excited for episode 8? Yeah, I saw it was coming out 6 p.m. today. Normal ORM. Once we do Huggy, I'm pretty sure we can just reuse his rig for Kissy and Withered Huggy. Most of Withered Huggy, at least, because of course the IK chain's probably going to be shoulder for one of his arms. Okay, my voice might have sounded horrible on stream. I can't tell. Okay, I'm going to test something. Unreal Engine has this thing called backface calling. So, like, you can't see the back face of, like, 2D planes. I want to see if that affects how this fur looks. You know what? I mean, it's not all that different, but if you're really going for something game accurate, this would be it. Although it would look horrible from this angle. I'm assuming in game they just duplicate it and invert the normals for the fur to make it look double-sided. Okay, so I'm gonna take a solid guess and say that Kissy Missy also just shares the same eye texture. Because there's only one eye texture in this folder. When the trailer is finished, I'll let you know in the community tab. Do you happen to have a Discord? If not, you could create one. I don't have a server, but I have an account on Discord. What is your favorite character of Hobby Playtime? Um, Existing or not yet existing? Because we haven't seen any of the bigger bodies of the smiling critters. My favorite would be one of them, though. Although I'm not entirely sure on their design. Currently, it's the bigger bodies Hoppy Hopscotch. I just really like how they made that one turn out. Oh yeah, fun fact. For a Huggy, for some reason, under the fur is just a white texture. Let me see if I can... It's just a white texture, but for a withered Huggy, you can see on here it's actually blue. I'm assuming this is for the sake of the mini Huggies texturing, and they just didn't want to make multiple base textures for the mini Huggies. Although I don't think the mini Huggies appear at all in Chapter 5. Unless they are. Because their fur textures could definitely be laying around somewhere from the files, since I did see a Chapter 4 logo in there. So they could have just reused most assets. For some reason, his eye looks awkward. Oh wait, backface culling. You could do that, right? Completely forgot where the setting for backface culling was. Now, well, it probably might sort itself out with the fur. Did you ever contact Lady Playtime exam? I haven't really contacted anyone major in the fandom. I mean, all I've really done is like provide people with the rigs when they credit me. I don't really go in contact with anyone. Hello Fringo. Glad to see that you're back. Do the eyes look normal when they rotate? Mostly. Might need to do that backface culling thing. Have you ever tried Unreal Engine? I have used it like twice before. Although I'm not a scripting guy, so I can't say I really enjoy it. That's the wrong texture. Oh wait, that's why I was on the wrong texture. Not texture, material. My brain isn't working today. Okay, yeah, that just makes it worse. You know what? He's just gonna stay looking like that with a awkward few fur cards in his eye. Maybe it's just a Kissy model with the lips open. That sort of fixes it. I'm assuming the reset position, his mouth was closed, so they had to manually open it, which caused the fur cards to smudge up. Anyway, back to rigging. Are these symmetrical? Yes, they are. Okay. Does this work? No. Probably need to turn on individual origins. You missed the first two. Yeah, I made a short on that. Like, it seems recent, but it's actually a real long time back. Maybe not that long. Okay, so that is the head of the bone. What's the head break? Yeah, that's not normal. Absolutely not normal. What is the worst rig that you made? If we're talking on my Gumroad page, I would say probably Gumroad page or Kofi is Boxy Boo. Because I just had like an arrow that you'd scale that scaled each individual bones to make his arm stretch. But that would like offset the end of the IK chain, so it was super unreliable to use. But if we're talking about all of my releases, I would pretty much say the entirety of my Google Drive folder. How did you discover Blender and Unreal Engine? Unreal Engine, I was planning to make a fan game, but then I quickly gave up realizing that I can't read code. I discovered Blender because I got bored and SFM was so outdated, and I just picked up a hobby for 3D animation. Okay, this looks like 3 bones, but I'm gonna assume... Yeah, it's overlapping. Yeah, I'm not sure that's supposed to be there. Nor is that. I have no clue why those exist. Oh, great, there's more bones. Okay, I'm just gonna take the calf offset bones as non-needed. Because I'm going to assume... Oh no. Oh no. Oh great, now I need to reparent everything. It can't be that bad. Yeah, you remember my Google Drive? Yeah, it was... It used like 3 prime empty objects for the bones. It was like a circle, a cube, and a sphere. Question why in Kofi the plush of the Bonbon model is not free. That was pretty much my first go at doing drivers, so I decided to make it not free. At this point, I've pretty much rounded up so much money from Gunroad, I might as well make it free. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna make it free now. I'm gonna do you all a favor. Besides, that rig is so outdated. You guys pretty much deserve to have it for free. 0 and save changes. Alright, it's free now. You can enjoy. For some reason, I guess they wanted this guy to be 2-segmented instead of multiple. Well, these could have just been baked bendy bones. That might be why they did that. Maybe the calf thing was useful after all. Oh, yeah, I really like making the root bone a length of 1. That way, you can compare scale with other rigs easily. Yippee. Yep, you can have it for free now. You can make the meme with Bonbon about to get squashed. You know the one I'm talking about. I indeed do not know the one you're talking about. Unless you're talking about one of those hydraulic press memes, then yes, I do know what you're talking about in that context. Oh great, this is the same for the arm. Oh dear. Okay, so the bones are overlapping. That makes it worse. This one's named Bend04. This one's named Twist03. Weird. Okay, so that's the hand. I'm just gonna keep this there. Probably gonna be useful anyway. I'm referring to the KSI. Oh. You know what? I should probably just make a stream where I just animate a bunch of memes. That's probably what I should do. Probably be really fun too, because then I would showcase animation rather than the boring process of rigging. SMILE every day. That Smiling Critters cartoon is so incredibly old now. It's weird how, like, the file size for Chapter 3 is, like, 15 gigabytes, but for Chapter 4 it's, like, 6. I'm assuming it's because they wanted to optimize everything, but that's why I primarily didn't replace the Smiling Critter textures with the ones in Chapter 4, because I thought they were low quality. Gold is hard to find, and this is gold. I mean, it might as well be, because I'm the only person doing this. Oh, there's another palm bone. I didn't want you to go there. I want you to go in unused. Alright, the rig should be organized. For the most part, I still need to do the mouth bones. Is that symmetrized? Yes, in fact. Is it symmetrized enough? No. Okay, great. Now I'm gonna... Actually... RX90. Well, that's the wrong axis. Z. -90. Scale. Oh, well, now that one's inverted. Hello, Joao Pedro. I am sorry if I mispronounced that entirely. Hello, Cartoonette list. I want the Chapter 5 grab pack. Oh, if you're talking about the full model of the grab pack, I'll update that with the specialist, probably next stream. You can do locations from chapters 1, 2, and 3 if you want. I did the dome from 3. I did a few maps from 4. I might do a few for 2 and 1 because 2 and 1 are awfully small. For 5, probably a few major ones. Oh, you want the grab hack 2.0 you have at the beginning, the full body grab hack 2.0. Yeah, the model is different because in chapter 3 it was just normal grab pack with different hands. Yeah, I can absolutely do that. I mean, sure, it'll take a little, but I will get to that eventually. Actually, come to think of it, I know a guy who's making a project mod with that grab hack for his skin, so I could just ask him to borrow the model. I could just attach it to my project rig. That could work. Yeah, brothers. One brother, one sister. Okay, that took a absolutely long time, but I'm glad it's over. Partially over. Do your brothers also have Blender, or do they do something else? I mean, my brother just plays Roblox. He doesn't Blender installed. He tried making animations, but other than that, he just plays mobile games most of the day. Have you noticed that the other bigger bodies look like their toy except for the smiling critters? Yes, and I think the primary reason was because I think the smiling critters were just meant to interact with children or accommodate for their seeing ability, because on the plush it's just marble for the eyes, I'm assuming. Is it symmetrical? No, it is not. Okay, thank God I did that. I'm just gonna make the bone length all just the same. So at least it looks smoother. I want to think a little about doing the grab pack. I have to go now. Good stream. Bye. Bye. Joao Pedro. I'm sorry if I pronounced that incorrectly again. Are you planning to reveal when you reach 100k subscribers? Planning a reveal, or do you want to remain anonymous? You know what? If I do reach 100k, I would gladly do it. Because oh yeah, I reached 4k today. Yeah, I should probably celebrate for something about 4k. Yeah, that looks good. Face rig's good. I think I'm just gonna leave this stuff as is. I do, however, need to change. Actually, wait. Shoulder twist. Can you rotate? Not well. Detach arm. Can you rotate? Pretty well. Okay, detach arm bones have been redeemed. I should probably turn on symmetry. Just so you know, this is going to be like a third of the stream. It's not very fun. We get to the fun stuff a little later. I do want to know what you all want to do after I finish Huggy, because after I finish Huggy, I'm kind of divided on just updating either this or the old rig to include mini Huggy skins, or do we do Kissy Missy next after this? Because there's only really, like, well, we have Withered Huggy too, but those are the main three that are closest to this rig style. Okay, it all symmetrized. That's getting better. Yep, because apparently when it imports, doesn't like reorienting the bones to the from the tails to the, oh dear. Yeah, this is a similar issue where I had with Giblet, where two of the spine bones would have the same exact head location. I just remove one of them and then just problem solved. Sorry, in computer class, the teacher told us to learn Blender. I was the only one who knew this. The school chat was full of messages asking me for help. I wish I was in your school. That would be a free grade for me. What do you think about Lily Labraid's jump scare? She just teleports in front of you. Definitely a little awkward. And it's like very unclear what she does to you. She either impales you or grabs you aggressively. It's tough being a 3D animator. Absolutely. I mean, you get begged by everyone to do everything. Not really everyone, but people who don't understand. Generally. Alright, that's the spining up finished. We just need to do the legs now. Luckily, these bones don't overlap, so I can actually clearly tell what belongs to what. You know, I'm just gonna move that to the beginning of the first bone. I think that would be better. Alright. This is going to be the rig without the colors and bone shapes. Just need to do those now, and I should probably save. Also, if you plan to release 3D models with textures, make sure you do File, External Data, and automatically pack resources. This way it packs all the textures required. Alright, time to color it. What I like to do is I like to have unsymmetrical bones purple. The character's left side blue. I'm just going to do the entirety of the left side. Now, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to make the mouth symmetrical. Make that blue. Have the other side red. Where can I get this model? I just straight up extracted it from the game. I will release it publicly nearing the end of the stream when I'm finished rigging it. I mean, that's the whole objective of the stream anyway, so. I have a fever, but I'm still working on the trailer. I am not giving up. Beautiful determination. I would probably do the exact same thing if I had a fever. Because I don't really have anything else I could work on. And then middle bones are yellow except for the chest, hips, and any IK bones. That's weird. You know, I'm gonna make that the chest. Let's see how that looks. Is there a Chapter 1 mapping file for Poppy Playtime? If they did update it to like 5.6 or something, then yes, there would be a mapping file and or AES key. I have every mapping file extracted from all the games. So, I mean, an easy way would be to search up a Dumper 7 tutorial, because that's by far the easiest way you could do it. Much better. Okay. Just asking you guys, how bad is the stream delay? Because on my end, it's pretty horrible. Yes, I do have the mappings file for Chapter 1, if it updated. Not bad? Alright. What was your parents' reaction when they saw you using Blender? Was it accidental, or did you show them yourself? I was proud of my first few pieces of work, and I did show them myself. They're pretty proud. Alright, I think it's just bone shapes and IK. So I'm gonna do IK first. I always like to start at a length of 0.2 for the bones, and then shorter for any smaller characters. And I need to find the middle bone. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here. EUI negative 0.2. Y. Positive 0.2. Clear parent. Yeah, that's good. Parent this to that. And those are your IK bones for the arms done. Where did you get the mapping files from? I use a thing called um UUU Universal Unreal Unlocker, I think. And then for Unreal Engine 5.0, it's this thing where you can inject DLL files. You just grab your Dumper7 DLL file, inject it in, and then it should just spit out a mappings file in your C directory in the Dumper7 folder. English or Spanish. You know what? I'll do you one better. I choose Arabic. Good luck translating that. Should probably switch it back to local. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think I counted that wrong. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Okay. No, we do not speak of 6, 7. We do not speak of that forbidden number in this chat. 3, 4, 5. Oh, was it because I was counting? Alright, buddy. Point 2. And we're just going to make those bones green. Oh wait, hold on. This entire time I don't have screencast keys on. Oh wait, I do. Why isn't there screencast keys? Well, there it is. Well, now it doesn't even function. This thing is just a mouse cursor in the bottom corner. Alright, well, I guess we can't have it then. Okay, well now it works. Of course it does. Alright. How do I size that up? 90's fine. Do you ever rage if a rig is not working properly? No, I just sit in disappointment for 30 minutes until I randomly figure out how to do it. Probably get the IK going. Oh yeah, I need to do foot roll. These can't be green yet. So for foot roll, it's just another set of IK chains. Something similar happened to me, you know, the computer class thing. Yeah, I'm so weird that my school just so happens to not have anything Blender related. It's so sad. I mean, they have it in like Software Center, but they never refuse to use it. Even that, it's Blender 3.3. Can't even use it. I used to use Sketch5 for my models, and it always said something like bone heat weighting failed, and I got so mad all the time until I saw your F models tutorial. Yeah, Sketch5 rigs they're always in a format that you can't use or can't figure out how to use. Now for me, I can fix it easily because I know bone weights. I know how that would work. Why is that there? For the other foot too? Yep. Cleaning it up as I go along. Yo, hello, Unreal Play Studio Tester. Hello. This is a 3-segmented foot, so I'm not sure how foot roll's gonna turn out. Actually, you know what? No one's probably gonna be animating the toes individually, so I'll just duplicate them. No more color. Why your voice so deep? I mean, when I hear myself, I sound fine. I mean, I could check the stream feedback and see if it's actually that horrible. This just so happens to not have any. Okay, yep, it is horrible. It is indeed horrible. Alright, those bones are going into foot rig. Actually, I probably won't even need the end bone. One question, can I use generate rig for my... I can't use generated rig for my F model models. Why is that? Oh, do you mean when you import PSK and PSA, you just can't port it as all? Because you have to import them individually and parent the mesh to the armature with empty groups. Messi, Ronaldo, or Jesus/God? Insane questions. It's like coughing baby versus nuclear bomb. You will make the normal and energy one, right? You mean the withered normal? Okay, glad I answered your question. If you're talking about the energy one, then I'm gonna take a guess and you mean withered Huggy. I am doing withered Huggy. I'm just doing Huggy first so I can get a base rig down. Anyway, back to the foot rig. I just want to select the bonehead blender. Are you selecting the whole bone? Let me select my stuff, blender. Let me select it, blender. You know what, fine, I'll just create a new bone entirely. You should create a fan-made port of Poppy Playtime 5. Well, I mean, if we're talking about a fan-made recreation, then... I mean, it's a relatively short game, but I'm not really into game making. Still ain't working for some reason. What you gotta do is you gotta import mesh PSK and then the skeleton of the same file. Import, and then once you have the mesh and the skeleton, you want to select mesh skeleton last. Control P, empty groups. That way it'll just reuse the vertex groups on the mesh. What kind of work do you want to do as a 3D animator or what? Provide rigs for the community and pretty much be a resource giver, because that's pretty much all I am right now, and I want to continue that streak. Alright, back to the rig. I wish there was a feature where you could download the game and port files so you can add them to your fan-made port. I really wish it was that easy, but... I mean, yeah, you can import animations and whatnot, but you're still gonna have to do the whole scripting thing. Actually, I'm probably gonna have to end up parenting those bones to the root anyway. Oh well. I'm 100% sure this feature will come in 2099. Nah, everyone's gonna be too obsessed with AI by then. Hello, liar work. I'm back. Hello. I am sorry if I mispronounced that entirely. I have no clue why anyone has a normal username nowadays. No offense, but it's like a pretty big thing to just have a completely gibberish username. Did you have a crush? I'm sorry if you're embarrassed about that. No, I am not embarrassed. And why would you think that? Why did that take so long? Jeez. You sound like AI character. You know what? In this day and age, I can't really tell if that's an insult or compliment. ChatGPT should add you in their AI character list, lol. I know I'm monotone, but I cannot be that monotone. Oh wait, I need to add that stuff back to the collection. Damn the AI, that's insane. I know I have a monotone voice, you don't have to rub it in. What shows did you like when you were a kid? I mean, I didn't watch many shows as a kid, but if we're talking like any sort of visual content, best one by far, Wally, best movie. Although if we're talking shows, all I watched was Disney Channel, so it was all semi-trash. Well, it's been 1 hour and Kissy Missy has also left. T-pose is kind of funny. I mean, when I get this rig done, all I have to do is like copy and paste Kissy Missy's model over and then parent it to this rig and then delete the bones necessary for her injured rig, and same with Withered Huggy. So we're doing like multiple at once right now. We also need to do mini Huggies, so that might add Wally. Yes, yes, I know, absolute peak. Thank you for catching that. Oh dear, why is it like that? Also in Chapter 5, I noticed that the color on Kissy and Huggy's hands is different, more orange, and I quite like it. I mean, it's definitely an Unreal Engine thing. Well, you know what? Yeah, they are very slightly more orange. They're more saturated slightly. Tomorrow, can you make custom animations for Kissy Missy, Huggy Wuggy that Mob Entertainment didn't add? I won't really have any time tomorrow. And besides, I'm planning to maybe have a stream Sunday on Chapter 2 rigs. I could do a separate stream sometime later, like the weekend after that, doing animations. Poppy come back, Bon Bon come back. Yep, it has been certainly a while. What's your favorite show? Gravity. Oh, Gravity Falls. Gravity Falls, absolutely. I forgot watching that. I almost completely forgot. Waiting for the model looks sick. Yeah, Brick's coming along great so far. I think making a poppy rig is extremely easy. Well, if we're talking about all of characters, they're all kind of diverse, and depending on what type of body they are, humanoids are easy. Although, like, stuff like Mommy Long Legs with the extendable limbs is kind of complicated. I don't know why, but I really like Chapter 5. Chapter 5 was decent, although I feel like they were putting too much build up into Chapter 6. Like, they're putting us on too much cliffhangers that we don't really need to be put on. After all, the original screenwriters said this was supposed to be the final chapter, and I guess it would be awkward to introduce a whole new character like Giblet right before the end. What do you think of the other show, like Loud House, I have indeed watched Loud House. It's a decently good show. Star Wars versus the Force of Evil. I am so uncultured that I don't even know what that is. True. Don't know what I'm doing. Well, I'm just parenting stuff right now. Because for whatever reason, the bones aren't connected to each other. In 2026, we got AI who could make apps like Claude, Opus 4.6, and GPT 5.2 codecs. Now I think in 2030 we get a feature where it can make models. There's already AIs out there that can make decent models. But I'm assuming for the life of them they can't make good rigs. Well, we do have Mixamo for that. Not great. I swear, as soon as I graduate, my job's gonna get replaced by AI. I'm gonna have to start my whole career over. I have a feeling that's how it's gonna go. Okay, now I can do the IK properly. Okay, 15. I really can't wait to use these rigs for my OC. 0C just a recolored Huggy Wuggy. Because I'm gonna make mini Huggy rigs. There's gonna be like 4 colors: yellow, blue. Well, I guess we already got blue. Red, green. Pretty sure there's only 4 colors and blue's one of them. So I'm technically doing one right now. Alright, I need to parent those. And hide all the bones. Does it work? Nope. Bone rolls need to be set to 0. I forgot to do that. If you like so much Wally, make yourself a model. I really want to make a Wally model. But I feel like that's kind of like out of my range because I don't think anyone's really attempted to do it for Blender. I have seen a pretty good Maya rig. My Huggy Wuggy model from Chapter 4. Some reason it's burn and more black than blue. I think it's because you haven't imported the alpha texture. Because there is an alpha texture for opacity. And for the material for the fur, you have to put it as alpha hash for both or alpha blend. And then just plug in the alpha with the alpha. That's transparency. I'll just add noise texture to the yellow. Well, I guess. Thank you, Houston, I think. Thank you. And you like regular show. I say that because today is March 20th. Is it March 20th? Oh yeah, it is. Do you play Roblox though? I used to. But now I don't for obvious reasons. Wally can survive 2 Poppy playtime. I mean, maybe. If he gets real lucky, maybe. Other than that, well, if the prototype finds him, he's basically scrap parts, so. Alright, leg's almost done. I just need to configure bend bone. Oh god darn it. Now I need to adjust it manually. I already made an OC jump scare sound. I really want to get into sound design one day. Although I'm just making like very, very scuffed 8-bit music at the time being. That's the closest I've gotten to sound design. And you're giving me your account. Just kidding. IK getting account from a YouTuber is not that easy. I'm gonna take a guess and say IK may be pretty hard, but it's pretty easy. All you gotta do is chain begin, chain end, curve along, Bone bend this way. Default bend this way. Pull here. Face pull. Kind of easy. I need to parent that. I use FL Studio, which costs a lot. If you want a free alternative, you could try LMMS. It's a basically free alternative, kind of. Also make a volume shader for fun. I mean, yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I did experiment with volumes. If you check my Twitter, I did make a catnap poster with volumetrics. And I really like volumetric lighting. I feel like it makes stuff look a lot better. Okay, yeah, that works. This work? No. Why does that not work? Oh, it's because I parented that to that, right? No? Oh. Yeah, no, it can't be that bone. It has to be the other bone. Foot R01. Now I have to redo the poll. Is it like a lag test volume shader? I don't really like to lag test really with anything. I just experiment what my computer can handle, and if it crashes, it crashes. I made a lot of music on my channel. I've done a Puppy Playtime fan OST indoors and some original stuff. Yeah, I want to get into music making eventually. I feel like that'd be cool. At the moment, though, the entire fandom is begging for rigs, so I guess I gotta do this. FNAF or Poppy Playtime? Judging by how things are going, FNAF. Secret of the Mimic was so good. I mean, the OST as well is top notch, absolutely. How about trying to make new fan-made character for Poppy Playtime? I have made some fan-made characters from other series, but I don't think... Like, yeah, I could experiment with fur cards, but... Well, no. I have tried making a fan-made character. It was a Bobby Bear Hug rig that I released on my Gumroad and Ko-fi not too long ago. Making music is hard, though. You need to get the vocals, instruments, and mixing them carefully. Yeah, I'm not into, like, any of the music theory stuff. I just do this for a living. And all I really do for the 8-bit remixes is, like, find or create a MIDI that's out there, slap it on to some 8-bit sound effects, and make that play for each key at different pitches. I have a completely original OC using my project character, but I can't model or rig or export from project. I mean, I could show you how to export from project because project textures are kind of complicated for some reason. I'm so stupid, I still haven't figured out how to generate a rig, but don't want to make you answer all the time. I mean, if we're talking about importing, all you gotta do... I mean, do you have the PSA import add-on? Because if you're moving the armature and the object isn't moving with the armature, then you just need to parent it with empty groups. What about Bendy? Did you like that? Bendy was a good game. I remember playing that in my free time every time I got a chance to. I wish there was a way better than T-pose, like standing. Well, I guess T-pose would be more optimal, since especially for rubber hose characters or A poses, because by default most characters' arms are bent a little. Oh, you have tried that? Do the bone names match with the vertex groups? Because that could be your issue, and if so, then I can't really help you much with that. Because each vertex group should correspond with a bone to the rig. I also haven't done Project either. I use the Roblox fan version. I mean, I guess it's an alternative. I haven't really extracted anything from Roblox. Hold on, I checked your character, and it's your first live stream. Yes, it indeed is. It indeed is my first live stream. People were asking for how I create my rig, so I'm just showing you guys how I do it. Be right back. Alright, see you in a little bit, jumping jacks. Quick question. What do you guys want to do next? Kissy or Withered Huggy? Because one or the other's fine. We're still gonna have to do that. I prefer doing fixed Kissy before injured Kissy, just in case there's like minor differences with bones. Withered Huggy. I mean, I guess it would follow along because I've already done his fur material, technically. Don't really need to do much work for that. Really like Chapter 5 OST because it was so beautiful. Yeah, especially the sound effects for when the prototype was encountered. They did a really good job emphasizing that. I think you should do Huggy, Kissy. Well, I've got the fur mats and set. I might as well do Withered Huggy really quickly and then do Kissy. And then I could do Injured Kissy after, and then at the end of the stream we do mini Huggies, either for Chapter 5 or 4, because I think they're both compatible. You know, I'll do 5 and 4, because some people prefer just having palm rigs instead of like these 3 individual fingers. I'm assuming it's to match with Chum, or rather the textures on them. Gotta go. Alright. See you, Unreal Play Studio Tester. Did you weight paint the rig on the mouth or not? Just curious. Pretty new to rigging, and I just keep learning. This is a game rig, so weights are the vertex groups. Vertex groups are stored in the model file. And as long as the vertex group's names correlate to a bone on the armature, then that armature bone will affect that vertex group. So yes, everything is weight painted already. You don't need to do any weight painting for when you import. Can't wait for episode 8, but terrified as well because I don't want to make a video on it. Sleep well or wrong side out? Sleep well, absolutely. They're like almost 2 entirely different genres of music. Kind of. One's like more centered around rock, the other one's like... I'm not really into music, so I don't really know what to call it. Huggy really needs to brush his teeth, jeez. And then I need to do that again. Keep forgetting to do that. Do I need to do that again? Please don't update the roll. Darn it. Okay, now it should work as intended. There we go. Have you ever made the bones bigger? Then, if I remember correctly, the bones were pretty small when I imported them into Blender. Yeah, I do like to change them. I usually move, like the tail of this bone to be at the head of this bone, so everything fits in snugly. And I usually all set the mouth bones to one specific length. Alright, those are the legs done. Oh wait, hold on. I should probably parent these 3 bones to the foot pad bone. Otherwise it'd be useless. Okay, no, the foot pad bone literally doesn't do anything. Okay. Actually, no, I just parented it awkwardly. And I need to redo it again. Okay, great. Front foot is twisting. But only slightly twisting. That's alright. You're gonna have to encounter way less problems on the arms, because I don't even need to do like a weird hand roll thing for the arms. It's just simple IK rig. I don't like how we had to wait a while for the OST. Yeah, they started posting them like one at a time within the span of like, you know, few minutes from each other, or perhaps probably days, I think. I don't know. You could just rip them straight from the game, but I don't think the audio files in the games are named, so you wouldn't know the titles of the music. Either that or they're baked in with sounds around them, so it might not even be the original raw sound. Alright, now I can move to the hands. This is 16, right? 15? Oh, right, nothing's weighted. Sorry, parented. Cool. Yeah, I know. If you're talking about the foot roll, then yes. It's just an IK chain being held together by another IK chain. It's like rotating the foot IK bone around a certain point on one of the other foot joints. Wholly underrated, you deserve more subs and follows. I mean, if you think that, I guess. I mean, that's what most people have been saying to me. I mean, these rigs are somewhat basic. Without the bone shapes, they are pretty basic. Interesting. Thank you. Okay, now I can do this. 15, 16. Yep, 16. Oh dear. Yeah, that doesn't look right. That looks right. Alright, time to do the same strategy we did with the leg 4 times. Maybe 6 or 8. Why is it doing that? Don't do that. Okay, there we go. You know what, that's the closest we're gonna get. Really sad because I had to wait months to play Chapter 5 because I don't have a Windows. I have a PS5. I mean, yeah. I mean, console porting for Chapter 4 was relatively quick. Well, I wouldn't say quick. I would say, like, half the development time of the game. Maybe a fourth of development time for the game was taken for that. Do you miss Isaac, the creator of Poppy Playtime? I feel that the game is not the same without him. Yeah, I mean, Chapter 5 did feel different. Probably because he either left or leaving. I mean, they are getting new writers for 6, so I'm kind of hopeful about that. If you don't mind me asking, how do you color the bones? That looks sick. Select bone, go to the bone tab, viewport display, change the bone color. You can hold Alt to change multiple bone colors at once. Oh, it's coming out in June for the console port? I mean, last I checked, if we're talking about console ports, then there could be like hidden stuff in the files, like the first quest port of FNAF Help Wanted had a Spring Bonnie Help Wanted file. Although I think when they tried doing the Solidify modifier, I think they screwed that up. That's why it looks so goofy. Because Springtrap looks fine. It's just Spring Bonnie that looks goofy. Ah, great. Oh, no, that works. Very epic? I know. Colored bones are epic. Okay, do it work? It work. Let's go. I will have to do IKFK switches later, which I'm not sure anyone would need, but I guess if you want to really emphasize movement, then sure, go ahead. Even though it's so weirdly segmented. Hello? Hello, M19 official. Where can I get this model from again? After you finish, on my Gumroad. I mean, you should just be able to search up my username and then my Gumroad. It's like bon_bon_099. I do the color scheme of Chapter 5. I don't know what they did, but I found out how to do the same fog and lighting set from Unreal Engine 5 to make the rays of light visible and make my custom map great. I really wish I figured out how they did the lighting in Unreal Engine, because it looks way better than any others that I've seen. It's also real time, which looks amazing. Hello, Miguel. Also, FK and IK switches could be very useful. They could be, but for a rig like this with multiple segmented bones for the arms, I guess it could be useful if you want like it to go up here but down here at the end. Animating, though, gonna be quite the issue, but at least you have more customizability. Jeez, okay. Customization. Sorry, wrong word. Customization for when you're posing. Alright, time for bone shapes. Hello, Huggy Wuggy. Can't believe we got the official Huggy Wuggy. Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just making a rig of you. They used volumetric fog, I checked. I mean, I guess it would make sense. Yeah, the lighting looks good. It would also make sense why all of my map ports look horrible. Hello, the Huggy Wuggy. Glad to see you. And technically yourself in front of me, in front of my monitor. You could just select them all and use the diff rotating thing. I forgot what it was called, so that it rotates them all separately. Yes, thank you for bringing up that, because for whatever reason, a lot of people don't know that. You have to do individual origins, turn off the IK, select multiple, rotate, well, it's parented to the IK bone, but you get the point. That's what I did when making tail rigs. I just leave them as is sometimes. I don't understand how Gumroad thing works. I mean, you should just be able to click on a release, put in 0 for the money tab if you don't want to donate, which is fine, and then just put in your email, and then you should be able to get the model. Straight lifesaver right there. Yep, you're welcome. Okay, I think bone rules are all different, so I'm just gonna have to turn them all to 0. Same with hips. No, that looks fine. You can actually do Huggy's laugh. You mean the, like, cartoony, goofy one that he does in, like, the voice cutouts? I don't know if he does them in the cardboard cutouts, but somewhere in the game. What is your favorite ship? Um, to be honest, I have no clue what ships are going on in the community. I'm just focused on the 3D side of the community. But like ships as in relationships, I haven't really seen any or comprehended any yet, so W model, thank you. Um Also I've been wanting to learn FK and IK switches. Any tips? Um I actually might get to that in a sec. So you could just stay tuned till then. I'm using your prototype model right now, and I have a question. Will you ever add IK to the arms? I think I did add IK to the arms. You could check the root bone custom properties and see if there's an IK option for the arms. Either that or I updated the prototype model and never ended up re-releasing it, so. Is that Prisma 3D? It is Blender. Basically Prisma 3D, but on PC. Gotta go soon, but I'll rewatch this when I can. Thanks. Alright. You're welcome, and see you in a bit. Okay, that took forever to do the spine. Oh, wait, that was the... Whoops. Didn't do a bone roll at 0.5. That's gonna trigger me forever. Oh, darn it. Yeah, sometimes Bone Widget just likes to glitch the whole rig and then disable it entirely. Also found out about that the widget add-on through you, so thanks, lol. Very useful, makes rigs look neat. Thank you. I actually learned it from BTB. I don't know the full name, but just search up BTB. You should find him. That's where I learned it from. What do you think of the persona profile? Um, oh, are you talking about the wiki? I think they posed him a little weirdly in the wiki. If you were to make a fan game, what do you think would it be about? I mean, if I were to make a fan game based on Poppy Playtime, it would definitely be on the Hour Joy, because currently we haven't really seen an entire game on that yet. You can get the prototype model on my Gumroad. I mean, you should be able to just go into my About on YouTube, go to Ko-fi, and then in the announcements section, you should see a link to Gumroad. Can I make it have the normal bones instead of the generated rig? Kind of confused. Oh wait, are you talking about... Are you talking about the messy looking rig, like this one? Because that one you have to fix up manually. You have to move the bone tails to the bone heads. Is today the start of spring? Is today the start of spring? It indeed is the start of spring. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do the chest bones for the head. That looks neat. Yeah, that works. Yo, Yarnaby, I wasn't expecting you to be here. By the way, what do you do to use to get models from the games into Blender? I use F-model. There's some pretty good F-model tutorials out there, especially with like AES keys and mapping files. Welcome back, Jumping Jacks. We have moved on to the bone widgets. We are done with IK. I want it to be like your bones. For the bones, if you're on PC, you could take the, let's say it's like overlapping like this. You could take the bone head, Shift S, cursor to selected. Your cursor will be a marker. Take the bone tail of the parent, Shift S, selection to cursor. And then once you get the movement going, you could kind of just subconsciously do that. Yeah, I wasn't expecting Yarnaby to come in the stream. It's been like in almost 2 hours through. You know what I should have done? I should have just reused the Chapter 4 rig. But the Chapter 4 rig's very outdated, so I'm assuming this is for the better. Those bone rolls are disgusting. Great, that messed it up entirely. Why are you like this? Okay, fine, that's it. I'm going to the orchestral bone layout. Do you weight paint or do you use the ones Mob did? Personally, I don't really like to touch the weights, but I do sometimes have to adjust the weights for such the prototype rig that you reminded me of. I'm gonna have to update that eventually, but for especially Withered Huggy in Chapter 4, he had a issue with his lower right leg. Try saying that 3 times as fast. But I do sometimes manually fix weights like that. I will update the prototype maybe after the stream ends. I know you did it yourself, but I'm assuming most people don't know how to do that. Alright, there we go. Back to stick. Can you try make the rig do a jump scare animation? I mean, I could pose test it to see if it's good. I don't really animate test, because that usually takes a lot longer than normal. I usually only animate if it's either I'm in the mood for it or I have been tasked to do it. After this rigging segment, we'll never have to look at it again, hopefully, because all the other rigs are so similar. I weight paint most of the models I add to project playtime because a lot of them are very different, like the Huggy is a nightmare adding. Yeah, I just don't really recommend weight painting. I just recommend parenting this model to a rig, have a project playtime armature to the side as a reference, and then try to match bone names. Although if you do for like 3 segment fingers, project playtime probably only has 2, so you're definitely gonna have to find a workaround for that. Oh yeah, Mommy Longlegs. Yeah, her neck is like 4 segmented in project playtime, but in actual game, she's like her neck is 2 segmented. Same with the fingers. Fingers are elongated, while in normal game she isn't. Okay, at least all the leg bones are somewhat the same length. I forgot to include that one. Project Playtime has one tip of the hand, and that's it. Oh, yeah. I've seen Project's armatures before. They're a little messy compared to the normal ones. I just realized that Yarnaby is here. Yeah. Um, I wasn't expecting this many people to be on stream at all. I thought it would be like closer to like 5 views because of the time zone differences. I mean, that's an issue I have with most of the people I contact. Because the time zones are so different, I pretty much have to be nocturnal to talk to them. Noon for you? It's like 1:20 where I am. And great, okay. That's fun. Really hate when Bone Widget does that. $6.20 for you. It's $17.20. That's like what? $5.20. Can't work with the generated rig at all, lol. Are the you sure the vertex groups and the bone names are synced? Or do you mean you just can't work with it because the bones are so complicated to read? 10:20 for you. It's 12:20. Yeah, apparently no one's just in the same time zone as me, apparently. 8 p.m. What do you think about the movie of Bendy and Poppy Playtime? Those are the two movies that deserve to be on film. That would fit perfectly on film. Both of them. Both of them would turn out amazing. Oh, you don't even know what that is? I mean, it's a little bit of basic vocabulary in Blender terms. You could just search it up and hope a random deleted user on Reddit from 5 years ago solves your issue because I don't know, man. I'm working on this. I'm not that experienced in Blender. Auto wait sometimes works, but rarely, so I use data transfer node, which kinda works, but still broke, so I had to weight paint it myself. I can't imagine weight painting fur cards. It must be horrible. I think that Poppy Playtime would work better in the movie than a game. Absolutely. I mean, you can't really find, like, story assets, especially. You can't really find or explore much of the story without looking further than the puzzle that you're tasked to do. And this goes for the same with Bendy. Bendy's a really good game. And it's a really well thought out story, too. Two, three. I do both auto and manual weight painting. Depends if the auto is buns or not. Yeah, that's what I do for most of my fan-made rigs. I just do auto by default. If it's bad, I just weight paint it myself. For such for that Toon Crafty Corn model I made, I had to like weight paint her cheekbones entirely because the weights were like taking up the whole side of the head. Weight painting cards are easy. Paint the model itself, hide the fur until data transfer the weight. Oh, you data transfer the weight to the fur. Okay, yeah, you know what? That makes more sense. Did you watch Malcolm in the Middle when you were little? I'm gonna take a guess and say no, because I have no clue who or what that is. If Buggy Wuggy survived the fall, would Rosie survive too? What is a Buggy Wuggy and Rosie? Are we talking bootleg Huggy Wuggy and Kissy Missy? I mean, I know Buggy Wuggy is a channel out there. I don't know what to name my Huggy reskin OC. His name right now is Kiss. You know what? I'll give you a better name. We're gonna go with the name of Sir Wuggis III. We'll go with that. Buggy. Oh yeah, Buggy Wuggy is a Project Playtime skin. Yeah, I completely forgot. It's like that really low poly Huggy. That's like glossy. Huggy and yeah. Yeah, autocorrect. I really hate autocorrect for some reason. What, in your opinion, is the worst character? Public opinion. Poppy. My opinion. I might get backlash from saying this, but Candy Cat. We have seen them once as a dead creature. They haven't done anything. They literally haven't done anything in the entire game. I know some people like their design, but I just don't find her useful at all. We're almost done, guys. Just IKFK switch after. Then we could do the exact same thing again to Kissy, Missy, and Withered Huggy and Injured Kissy. I still need to do some other bones. I remember when you released your furry catnap model on Ko-fi, I almost got a blue screen of death. Seems my PC can't handle that much power. I mean, the new shell fur tactic is just like multiple solidify with like a Voronoi shader slowly shrinking as it gets closer to the edge. But like the actual hair on it, I don't think it remembered the comb that I did on it, so yeah, it just kind of sucks. Okay, why can't I find a root? Alright. Nom nom nom, more candy. Yep. I don't really hate that character, I just find them the least useful. New fur on Catnap is peak. Yeah, I know it is what they used in game, because you can see the individual cells on Dog Day in his jump scare. Although it's super high quality, it looks 3D. His name is Huggy Huggy Wuggy, and he'll squeeze you until you pop. We got double H, guys. Double HW. Oh yeah, for some reason with bone widgets, if I try to do the rhomboid, it just does a pyramid. But when I try to rig it, or go into edit mode, there's still a vertice there. So I don't know if they exported the model wrong for the preset, but it's just really annoying to fix manually. Do you think Doey is alive? Well, judging by how the prototype didn't take his body, there's a good chance he could still be alive, and it would be pretty cool to see him and the doctor interact with each other. Unless he's just purely dead, then that'd be pretty disappointing. How can I make it go back to the normal bones instead of the roots and stuff? Are you talking about bone format? Because I'm pretty sure you just go into the armature data, viewport, display as stick. Let the yappers stay gone. I like my community to have yappers. I get to answer questions while also rigging a Huggy Wuggy. Yeah, bone format. I always stick to the stick bone format. It just looks the best. No offense to any orchestral bone users. We froze Doey so he can't be alive. I mean, he's just frozen. He could just be fatigued. What are those? Oh. What version of Blender do you use? 4.0.2. Most compatible. I might need to make a new rig on Lily for the animators to work. Does my rig not work well? Oh, right, the braids. Yeah. Yeah, braids are annoying to work with. I mean, you could figure out how to bake IK spline, because I know for sure they use IK spline for Nightmare Huggy, and they somehow bake that. You use 5.0? I like 5.0, but Eevee Next is absolutely killing my computer, and I don't think Vulkan works well at all with my GPU. I know it works, I know it makes stuff slightly faster, but it eats away at my RAM so much. When I was like rendering a short poster with like 2 characters on it, it took up like 20 gigabytes of RAM, and I was trying to avoid my computer from overheating. Do you think you're still alive with Kissy? I mean, you got a pretty bad stab wound. But Kissy also got the same treatment, so... I mean, they're the big characters of the franchise, so... You gotta bring them back for the merch. You stick to 4.5. 4.5 is a good version. Although, it's like got the finalized geometry nodes. It's a decent version. I just stick to 4.0 because it's most compatible. Doctor comes back and brings all the toys. We milled. It makes an army to kill the prototype. Remembered I have 64 gigabytes of RAM. I only have like 32. I was going to get 64, but then the quote clankers raised the price, so I can't do that anymore. Hey, could you make a wrong side out Huggy while I find some art I could send you? Yeah. I mean, especially I could, because the under Huggy's fur is just a white mesh, I think. Yeah, let me look. Yeah, just a white mesh. I could definitely base it off of that. I could absolutely do that. Although this rig is kind of uncompatible, so I might need to use the Chapter 4 rig just in your favor. The way my OC dies is he gets burns alive, but gets brutally crushed. So Shattered Chica treatment. Alright. Could you make a tutorial on how to animate in Bobby Playtime, please? I'll do that, like, 2 streams from now. Or rather, when I finish all of my releases, I'll just start animating for fun. Because from now on, I prefer to have most of my tutorials as streams. That way we can cover everything. We can cover the entire process. So close to being done. By the way, guys, do you want this to be released, like, right after I finish it? Or rather, with everyone else when I finish it? Like a pack of Huggy, Kissy, Withered Huggy, and Injured Kissy. Do you guys want that? Sent you it? Alright. Right after? Yeah, I feel like that's fair. Releasing them individually right after, it's probably better. That way you guys can experiment with it and see if I messed up with anything. You know how I survived that falling? Kissy got her arm ripped off. Got beaten up, but she's alive, so that means we can survive things that kill us. Didn't know Huggy went to the gym. What is that add-on called? If you're talking about the bone widgets, it's called bone widget. That's literally what it's called. It's a pretty, somewhat basic add-on, but it provides you with a bunch of pre-made bone shapes. Imagine if Chum died. They just introduced him. I doubt they'd be killing him off, but if they did, that would probably anger a ton of fans. Huggy Wuggy only lost his hand. The prototype has his full arm. I don't think the prototype ripped his arm off. Because he has a full Kissy arm, uninjured, by the way. An uninjured Kissy arm and an uninjured Huggy arm. So it could be from previous experiments that were like them. Because there is an experiment in between Huggy and Kissy. But I'm pretty sure that's just the corpse we saw at the beginning of Chapter 4. Do you think Chapter 6 will be the last chapter? Yes. I really hope it is too, because the writers, they're hiring new writers, so I'm assuming that they're trying to make it as good as possible for a last chapter. I need to check bone rolls. Why are you like that? You shouldn't be like that. You should be negative 180 like everyone else. Oh, wait, what's this side? Well, which way works? Okay, that way works. How can I get the add-on? You just search it up and click on the GitHub link. Then you do edit preferences, install, and then select the zip file. I actually want them to take Huggies for Chapter 6. What are Huggies? If you're talking about revenge, yes, I would absolutely want them to take revenge. Do you think Boxy Boo will be in Chapter 6? I mean, maybe. I mean, he's a stealthy guy. He could definitely be in that chapter. Although, I feel like, since Mob said they haven't forgotten about Project, they'll probably add him in Chapter 6. With proper ORM textures, hopefully. Catnap got burned, right? But his fur is right back on the back of the prototype. Well, I mean, Lily Love Braids did say hair can still grow after you die. That was probably an excuse for the oversight that they made. It is weird how they all of a sudden started to seem to use fur cards for Catnap on, like, one of those wiki renders and on the back of the prototype. It's weird. Ages, sorry. How do you get Catnap's hair? We burned it off. I mean, you gotta do the Lily Love Braids technique. You gotta grow it back after death for no reason whatsoever. Oh yeah, apparently people have been theorizing that her hair is gonna come back. That'd be a really awkward enemy, like just the hair dragging around her corpse as she tries to chase you. Imagine the prototype shaves Lily's hair. Oh, that'd be really funny. Give her a fresh cut. Alright, I think we're done. Nope. You're upside down. There we go. Now we're done. Actually, no, we're not. We still need to do IKFK switches. We need a new character prediction. Yeah. I think in Chapter 6, we maybe are gonna see Roy Love Cape Lily's brother. And Chummon is alive, and Poppy Giblet are... and Pomp. You know what? If there was a toy that were to be a jester that looks like Pomni, that would be insane. Because we already got the prototype. You know what? That's such a mob move to do, to just like silently take away a character's design and like take very strong inspiration from it. Have you seen Creek accidentally get rid of Lily's hair? I haven't really watched his stuff in a while. I mean, I know the chapter is like one of the least buggiest, so I'm not really aware of any bugs. I think the prototype is wearing a mask. Yeah, because his mask cracks at the end of chapter 6, like on his left eye socket. Excited to get this rig? Yeah, I mean, all I gotta do now is pose it, and then do IKFK switches. You know, I'm gonna pose it now to see how the IKFK switches look. Hello, Vox Animation. Welcome to the stream. Luckily, you have avoided all of the boring sections. We are just now slowly getting to release this fella. Bro, it was like when Creek got Lily's hair off. Damn, she got that low taper. Yeah, her model without her hair, it looks so wrong. Way worse than Huggy, because for Huggy it's reasonable. It's just like a white plush fur on the inside. Not really fur, but felt. Today I uploaded an animation with your rigs if you maybe want to check it out. Oh, that's cool. I could check it out. Usually I just search up my name, so all the people that credit me, I can see their rigs. Um, that's what the scientist probably said. Bad idea. Oh, great. Is it clipping through the shoulder? Eh. Really bugs me. What other bone is there? Oh, wait, no, that's foot rig. It sort of fixes it. Um, did you like Fanati? What is quote Fanati? I forgot to credit. Yeah, it's all right. You're all good. Um, we are gonna say that is a typo. All right. Did you like FNAF fan games? Yes. In fact, one is coming out called Meanwhile at Fredbear's. Really excited for that one. Seems to be a really good game at the moment. I'm gonna see what Huggy looks like with, like, slightly naturally bent fingers. Oh, right. I need to adjust bone rolls. Yeah, that's right, guys. We're not done yet. Who said we're done yet? Obviously not. Okay, that's inward. Oh. So if I'm gonna copy that. If I add, okay, if it goes to that side, so minus 90. All the bone widget add-on tutorials are I mean, all you really need to do is select the bone widget and then click create and then go to the little tab down here and modify the transformations. Fredbear, the fastest animatronic alive. Yeah, I saw that fan game. It's a pretty decent fan game in of itself. Although I think it uses Mixamo animations. So, you know what? No comment. You should make the mouse have a thing where it goes to the normal smile. I could do an action constraint to do that. Oh, you just can't download the bone widget? You should just be able to go to the GitHub, click on the releases, and download the zip. Did you like Fanati? Again, what is the Fanati? Or is that like a misspell of FNAF? Love your models. Thank you, B1GJ. Thank you. There we go. Just put your channel in my description. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I've seen a lot of animations out there. I'm pretty sure there's like this one short about like what do Poppy Playtime characters look like without their iconic items, and it's literally just my rigs. You could tell because they're on the pre-pose positions I released them with. The eyes are one. Oh. Alright then. I don't think Huggy has multiple fingers. He does in Chapter 5. I'm assuming to be similar to Chum. You're the best. Thank you. Okay, please, bone rolls, work for me. RX20. Why are you bending? Oh, you are bending properly. Wait, are you bending properly as well? It's the first time a rig has properly worked. How about I try to make a jump scare animation? Or at least an animation where the model is released just for fun, lol. I mean, talking about yourself, you could do that. Yeah, because I'm gonna release this right after. Made an animation with your old model. Could send it to you. How old are we talking? Are we talking Google Drive age old? Or like Ko-fi old? Because both are pretty bad. I sadly have 4 fingers. And all this time we thought you were just glove. One finger. 2 big fingers, matter of fact. Can't remember I got it on Gumroad. Okay, so it is one of the semi-newer ones. You can't create animation. Or, oh. Can't create on add-on. Oh. You sure? Should just be able to... Rigging. Bone widget. Preview panel. Select. Create. It depends on the Blender version you're using, though. Yeah, thinking about making it. Sorry if you didn't. Yeah, it's alright. You got a way for me to send things to you? I mean, if you got a channel, you could just upload it there and give credit on, or you could send it through my Discord, which is the same as my YouTube username. Why does thumb look like a baby thumb? I mean, it's a mitten. Or what seems to be a mitten. I'm gonna make a fan game with my OC Sir Huggus III. I mean, that would just be like a really, yeah, that's not right. Yeah, that's not right at all. What are we talking about? To be honest, I got no clue at this point. What version of bone widget are you using? I'm trying to find, for 4.0.2, thanks for the name, by the way, you're welcome. For 4.0.2, I am using Bone Widget version 2.1. The file name should be 0_2_1. Or if GitHub already says that. Oh, wait, I wasn't symmetrizing. Really hope that didn't screw anything up. Okay, good. You know what, before I KNFK switches, let's just do like a smile action constraint. I don't know how action constraints work, so I might need a little help on that. Try to remake the Chapter 5 ending with Kissy and Huggy from memory. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, the section where they get stabbed. Made us a home from what was once a yeah, lyrics. That song was so good. CG5 makes some pretty good music. Will you create a version with the mouth closed? Yes. I'm trying to work on an action constraint to do that. Did you see Smiling Friends? I know about it. I know about the show. I know some of the characters, but I haven't watched it. I can't move the arms or legs using your hallucination Huggy, by the way. Um, did you try moving the endpoint, like the green cubes? You move the endpoint like this. Can you add IK on the arm for your Sodom rigs because it's a little annoying? Yeah, I'm gonna add them to I'm gonna add IK FK switches to all of my Sodom rigs, not just the mimic after I finish chapter 2. Sent you a request because I don't know any other way to send stuff. Alright, I'll accept it. You've seen the wrong side animals, now get ready for the right side animal. Outside, right side animals. What a weird world we live in. Do you have a Discord server? No. Because I am not a basement dweller. I'm gonna... And Discord isn't responding. Okay, I have accepted your friend request, B-1-G_J. Alright, how do I work action constraints? Especially for multiple bones, preferably. Actually, I'm gonna... 0. Keyframe. Next frame, clear transform, so I have another frame that I can work with. Oh, you mean you can't move them up? What do you mean up? Because I'm pretty sure... Oh, with hallucination Huggy. If we're talking about the up axis, by default it's on the local, so you might need to click Z twice if you want to move it up the global Z axis. You don't have Discord? Well, that kind of sucks. I mean, it's one of the prime communication platforms, but it's filled to the brim with a bunch of creeps, so I assume that's why we don't have it. I mean, it's pretty easy to sign up on it. Going in chapter 6, we have Harley Blatty, the right side animals, the beta, the alpha, the delta, and the release candidate. Oh yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's filled to the brim with creeps. With the Huggy rig, I can make you in Blender. I can, okay. Tossing out more lyrics out there. Go ahead. Also, is there the way to get the fur out of his eyes? I'm assuming the default position was having his mouth closed. So I'm going to take a guess and say that when his mouth is closed, he'll look better. Yeah, that's probably why. Because I'm pretty sure all the Huggies we see in the game that are fixed are probably either mini, like how we see in Chapter 4. Also, is there a way to get the fur? I just read that. Brain isn't working today, and my microphone just fell away from me. Okay, how do I work action constraints? Because a lot of people are asking for that. That's not all. We also have the frowning critters. I've heard of that before. Dream critters, and last but not least, we have the furniture gang. Mob really be doing anything nowadays? Yeah. Okay, you know what? How about this? Instead of doing an action constraint, I make the pre-pose position his mouth already closed. Deal? Because that way you guys don't have to do it yourselves. The bonbon critters. What's an action constraint? Basically, you select a value, move it. It's kind of like shape keys, but with bones. Think of it like that. So, like, set a number, 0, normal position, 1, and then all the bones are posed. Imagine going through all this just for a final boss, just to be a goddamn table. I mean, it's Furniture Gang. What do you expect? Isn't the prototype already kind of a glorified table? Like, very metallic table, per se. People are gonna kill Mob. Will you make Dr. Rig? Because I almost... Every Dr. Rig is trash. I already have one on my Gumroad that has, like, every single eye expression that is mentioned on the wiki. And in Chapter 5, I have included those two. I haven't forgotten. This looks so cursed. There's no reason why I should be doing this. Well, I guess you guys need closed mouth Huggy. Either I'm stupid or I can't search correctly. What is the reason? Because I can't find your Gumroad though. I mean, it should just be my username. Bon_Bon_099. Would you ever do ultra kill rigs? I don't have ultra kill, but I do like what people in the fandom are doing with animations with them. So, I mean, depends if I really get out there. Really want a PC, but they are so expensive. Yeah. Super overpriced now, especially because of the RAM crisis. Clankers made the prices go up. Can you get Gumroad link? Need to make a direct for this stuff. Maybe. You know what? Oh, you found it? Alright. You think Boxy Boo in the Porta lounges should be in Chapter 6? Like a stealth section where they hide in lockers evading Boxy Boo. It'd be pretty weird, like, getting a game mechanic out of, like, a multiplayer made character. Do you have a Boxy Boo rig? Yeah, it's on my Ko-fi. It's kind of trash, but, like, it's still there. My Ko-fi's just in my About section on YouTube, I think. I'm actually just gonna post the link to my Gumroad here. Gonna do that and pin the message. There we go. What would your first reaction be that if they use your models for that? Oh. First of all, I would never know because, you know, I'm not into that stuff. I know absolutely every single Redditor will be screaming if they see that. Not in a good way. Absolutely not. I think there should be more porta lounges as a mechanic. Maybe. Yeah, but yeah, kind of like the failed potential of that Yarnaby section to like, instead of hiding in like little caved in spots, you just hide in like lockers. I feel like that'd be better. Oh, that's the inner mouth bone. Been trying to make the ragdolls for Gmod, but you don't know how to upload ragdolls as a pack. I don't even know how to get the models. Oh. Well, I'm not really into Gmod. I don't extract Gmod rigs, so I'm not really in that area of knowledge. You see none in game? Well, they're probably exclusive to like the theater and factory, and I'm pretty sure the theater burned down, so they probably just discontinued them or something. Posing this is so annoying without a subdivision modifier. Yet I can't even use a subdivision modifier because if I do, I'll completely mess up the fur entirely. So I'm guessing you're doing this for fun, lol. Yeah. I'm really only doing this because you guys, in pretty much half the community, is asking for it. Yeah, the eyes are definitely more clear without the mouth open. Very cursed smile. Actually, does symmetry work? For the most part. Yeah, let's do symmetry. Mummy. Okay. Sounds like some sort of forbidden, cursed version of Wuggy. Great. How do I fix that? Oh, no, that fixed it. How do you even get the models from Poppy Playtime? I use Fmodel and use Dumper7 to get a mapping file out of the game so I can actually access the models, export them, and port them to Blender using the PSA add-on. Whack-a-mummy. Chapter 2 in an alternate universe. Don't tell me that it's a similar issue. 19. 90 minus that. Please work. Oh my god, it worked. I didn't need to do anything. That's crazy. Your cats are fighting. I hope they sort it out. I did own a cat once. Unfortunately, though, he passed. Like, slightly before COVID, I think. Same, yeah. So bad at using keyframes. Do you know anyone that teaches how to do that? Um, I don't really know anyone who teaches how to animate because I just animate. Like, more keyframes the better, further away from the body, more delay. That's basically the whole mindset I go off of, and if it's walking animations, I just will look at references and whatnot. I mean, most Blender tutorials on animating are pretty good. Seriously, not a single bone roll that's compatible. Really? Does the model have stretchy arms? Well, I mean, kind of. Because you can put the arm out and the hands will kind of stretch. Not really intended, though, but they can. But it's not the best. Why won't you bone rolls work? It's a simple bone roll. What am I supposed to do? Negative 37? No. 180 minus negative. 180 minus 37. There's no way that worked. Are you planning to make a Poppy Playtime pack for Prisma 3D? I don't really know much about Prisma 3D, so likely not. I'm not really into it. I know it's a mobile version of Blender pretty much, but I don't think I'll end up using it at all. Yeah, I need to move the mouth down more. Why is Huggy so complicated? There's no reason why a stuffed animal rip-off Cookie Monster is complicated. You know what? I think we have reached the good enough stage. Wait. Okay, now we have reached the good enough stage. That's decent, right? Yeah, kind of wobbly. I'll fix it up a little. You should name your Huggy Wuggy OC to Mellow Yellow. I mean, that's a... Yeah, that's a pretty good name. Got a slight rhyme to it. I'm just gonna move these bones inward a little more, and we're done. Yeah, that's good enough. What video games do you play? I have a feeling he plays Poppy Playtime. Yes, indeed I do. I have all the chapters. I play all the latest Steel Wool games. Secret of the Mimic, Security Breach, Ruin, Help Wanted, Help Wanted 2. I have Satisfactory. I have Project Playtime. I have Teardown. I have like a bunch of other games. Have fun. I'm going to skedaddle. All right. See you later, Minty God 09. Oh yeah, IKFK switch. First of all, let me fix up the mouth bones in the middle because I think I moved a few on accident. Oh, no. Apparently not. Can't wait for this Huggy rig. Yeah, it's being released as soon as I finish the IKFK switch and the different mini Huggy variations. You gonna make a Lily Love Braids model? I already released her on my Gumroad. It should be the pinned comment. Or more so pinned stream reply. Stream comment? I don't know. I bought every chapter too. I spent over like $100, dude. I mean, I just got them when they were on sale, or rather, as soon as they released. Okay, I have a feeling the fur variants are gonna be easier, so I'm gonna do that. Fur color. Now I need to scavenge Chapter 4's files for the fur color. It's not on your shop. Not on my Ko-fi. My Ko-fi has all my old models. My Gumroad has Lily. Or at least it should. Yeah, my Gumroad has Lily. Would be cool if you released Huggy after doing the IKFK switch. Yeah, that'll be the last thing I'll do. 3 and 2 are on sale combined with 11 euros for me, but mine won't let me, sadly. How unfortunate. I mean, don't they go on sale kind of frequently? There's time passing by quickly. I love voice acting and I really want to be in Poppy Playtime. I mean, if that's your hobby, you could make fan animations and hope the team sees you, because I think that's how they recruited some people. I mean, especially for what, like Glitch Productions. They look at fan animations and they see who makes the good stuff, you know? Parents, yeah. You also animate too? I only really do animating because I find joy doing it. I like looking back at a masterpiece I can be fond of. Oh god, there's a Huggy mask. Well, that's in Chapter 4. We're not worrying about that. Now, where are the fur cards in Chapter 4? You also need to make this a .mdl file so I can upload it as a ragdoll. Oh. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could export it as an OBJ and it'll give you an MDL file. Pretty sure that's how it works. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, to Gmod. Alright. Where are you? Yes, we have found it. Huggy fur yellow. Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, there's no actual textures, it's just a color multiplier. Alright, guys. Fortunately, we're gonna have to go back to the old ways of doing things. We're gonna have to use the ID root translucency thing. Fur looks good? Yeah. Thank you. In the game, it has back face culling, and I think it, like, reveals some on the sides, because that's just how Unreal Engine works. I have no clue why this patch under the eye is like that. Well, because I rotated that? Yeah. Lift it up more. Better. A little unsymmetrical, though. Working on a remake of the Dr. Harley trailer. Nice. You mean the one where he's standing at the end of the hall? That would look cool. Skin under Huggy's fur is actually blue in game, but they used a mask to do it. That's what the mask texture was for. I mean, I guess it would make sense so they could use the same texture for Huggy and Kissy. Actually, you know what? I could actually do that right now. Well, at first I need to do this, so... Alright, which one do I multiply? Not blue. We'll do red. Red color channel. And then there's... How many variants of fur are there? Because I'm not sure if the blue is already accounted for. So we got yellow, red... They're not a green? Could have sworn there was a green. You know what, guys? Screw it, we're doing a green. He looks goofy but cool at the same time. Such a goofy fella. Gonna mix this. Multiply. Oh, wait. Color. Multiply. Red. Factor 1. Yeah, I can look at the colors. I'm pretty sure I can eyeball it. 2, 3, 4. You sent the animation? Alright, I'll check it out in a sec. What chase do you think is better in Chapter 1? Huggy or Chapter 5 Huggy? Chapter 1 was, like, genuinely scary. Because it was incredibly sudden. For Chapter 5, you're kind of already prepared for it. You already know what's coming. Because based on where you left off on Chapter 4. Yeah. And see the animation. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's a really good jump scare animation. I like that. Maybe you could speed it up a little. Just gonna copy over the ORM and normals. And the alpha. Guys, we got gray Huggy up in here. We got the gray Huggy. Blanky wanky, so to speak. Where can you see the animation? I'm asking for permission to show it. Blanky blanks. Yep. White Wuggy. That's a new nickname. And we're going to multiply it by yellow. How bright is that? Looks good. I'm going to create a new phrase, or whatever it's called. It's called HRYD. How are you doing? Everyone use this. That's a pretty good abbreviation. I mean, I think there's something similar, though. If it won't come to mind, I won't think about it. Sir Huggy the Third? Yep, it indeed is Sir Huggy the Third. Bloody Wuddy. I'm assuming it's a darker red, though. And then Greeny Weenie. That sounds horrible. Alright, I have been given permission to show off the animation, but I do not know how I will show it off. Okay. You know, I'm probably just going to show it off by showing it in the Blender file viewer. Because for whatever reason, OBS won't want to stream anything else. Yeah, I know. It's the audio from the video. Actually, speaking of audio, let me put on some music. Been here for like almost 3 hours without music. It's going to be a while. Wow, Huggy came to your door. You know what? Let's put on this. Alright. That's good. Alright, let's show off that. Super awesome, cool. Secret of the Mimic? Absolutely, my friend. Oh, music's louder? Oh. For me, it's low. Is it fine? How about now? Just gonna wait for stream delay to kick in. Love Secret of the Mimic? Me too. Mostly because of the music. Story is also incredibly good. This good? Alright. It's just your voice is quiet. Oh, yeah, my voice. Let me just slowly turn... Oh, I can't turn it up. Okay, I'm just gonna have to... Properties. Okay, I'm just gonna bring the microphone closer to me. Is that good? That way it's right in front of my face. Alright, good. Okay, now we go back. Okay, that's the furthest it'll go back. Downloads folder. Video. Oh, dang. He's got more. Alright. Well, you guys are getting more. You guys got a solid 4 animations on you that we can showcase. Okay, I think I downloaded all 4. What do you think of the next Steel Wool game will be like? It might be a Fredbear's game, because it seems like they're doing prequels at the moment. Either that or it's like a ruined continuation. Huggy Wuggy is a simp of Kissy Missy. I mean, judging by his reaction, he might actually be. But you know, that's just how it is. .mp4, no. Okay. What was the file format? Because I don't think it's appearing. Oh, wait. Movie files. Here we go. God darn it, they don't preview. You know what, fine. OBS, since you're just gonna give me a hard time, let me do it myself. Okay, I paused the video right before you guys got jump scared. My OBS. Let me see if this will work. Okay, no, it will not. I will have to reshare because OBS is not great. Alright, let's see here. What do you mean it doesn't exist? You know what? Can I just stream through Discord? No, it's not letting me. Okay, great. Can I please just open the file properly? Oh wait, it's not even open, that's why. OBS, please recognize it. OBS is not recognizing it. Recognize media player. Hold on, wait. What is stream monitor view? What does that do? That's task manager. Okay. So I have done something. That something might not have been very nice. Okay, great. You guys can still hear me, right? I'm assuming it's still live. Okay, good, good. Is it working? No? Not work? No worky? Why do you not work? Oh, display capture. Could you make the Huggy Wuggy model T-pose on Gumroad? I prefer to have them in a pre-pose position because some people want them to have his mouth closed already. Oh wait, did I do it? Oh my god, I did it. Let's go. I think. Did I fix it? Okay, good, good, good. Good, now you guys can see everything. Here's the first one. This is the one that scared you earlier. Now it's more silent. Second one. Oh, great. Did they all corrupt? Oh, no. Yeah, nice idle animation. These are pretty good. Prototype idle. And I think this one's a Yarn B. Yep. Yeah, they all look like pretty decent animations. How do they make it so smooth? Look up Bezier interpolation. Anyways, round of applause for Big J. Round of applause for Big J. Can you replay? Oh. I mean, you should just be able to go back to the stream. Because I'm pretty sure you can do that. You can go back in the stream, right? Anyways, let's get this shader going before we go off track. Now that's mixed color. Yeah, it's not on Twitch. You can actually go back. 1, 2, 3. What will this amalgamation look like? Huggy Wuggy on all fours. That's just his straight up run animation in project. Anyways, time to put on some music again. Are you planning to make a rig? Oh my god. Are you planning to make a rig for the mini Huggies from Chapter 2? I mean, I put a poll on my Twitter asking that. Let me check real quick. I put a poll on my Twitter asking if I should port the mini Huggies and the Chapter 1 and 2 Kissy, Missy, and Huggy Wuggy. Because we might not ever see these models again after the revamp for the game. Could you show how you make that model wave for a sec so I know how to lift the arm? I'm not used to those bones. You just click G to move them, I think. Yeah, they selected newer rigs. So not gonna port the old ones because it's gonna be updated soon anyway. Lift, rotate, and just so you know, this is where the pole is. This is where the arm will be facing. You can do this, wave, or preferably probably want to adjust the pole. You can either wave like this or wave with the hand though. Pretty cool animations, yeah. Are you going to do Kissy Missy from Chapter 5 because she has different hand colors? Yes, I will. You're back. Welcome back, Alex. Chapter 1 and 2 getting a remake? I think they are because they updated the Mommy Longlegs model to more of a mix of the in-game model and project. They also, on the card merch for them, they updated the ruined PJ Puckapillar to have stuffing from like the smiling critters. So that means yes, likely not from Chapter 2. This is probably the only variant of this mini Huggies I'll make, because they'll likely be replaced by the ones from Chapter 4 and 5. And chances are I don't really want to re-extract them, so... Now I kind of want to show one of mine, but I don't have much to show apart from a lazy jump scare animation that I made with the model rig by Meeble. It was the Smiling Critters rig. I made that one, buddy. Sent you a friend request on Discord. Alright. You sure you sent it to the right one? It should just be the same as my YouTube username. No, it's not that one. It's Bon_Bon_099. That one got nuked by AI verification. Anyway. Did I not create a custom property yet? No. Clankers, yep, mention the clankers, really hate them. Oh, that mean no? Yeah. Sadly not, but this one will be one of the closest things you'll get. Sent a friend request, okay. Yep, I see it now. Gotcha. On the Grab Hack 2.0 rig on the Gumroad, how do I change it to 2.0? You click on the root bone, you click on N to open the panel. There should be a custom property for Grab Pack, and then you just scroll on that. I see you ignoring my DMs. Oh no, I saw them. I just have streamer mode on, sorry. If you're talking about my Discord, it's the same as my YouTube username. Do a universal greeting by sending you a bird video. Bird video, you say? It straight up is a bird video. It indeed is a bird video. You are the best and you can safely create rigs for movies. You do it so well that it looks like in the real Proppy Playtime. Keep going, you will be a big YouTuber. I am also new to you today. Well, thank you, it's Smile. Just remember that my bird has sadly passed. Oh. Rest in peace, your bird. You love Twinkie. Is that your bird's name? Oh, what do you mean you can't add? Okay, Lazzy, I accepted your friend request. Microphone fell. Could I add you on Discord, maybe? Yeah. Like I said, same username, bon_099. For variant 2, 3, 4. Hello. No, you can't do that. What do you mean -3? 4. Okay. So you're planning to make to all characters of Poppy Playtime a rig? Like Bunzo, PJ, Braun, Mini Huggies? Yes. Absolutely. Try and think how I would re-rig Lily to work. Maybe just do basic IK, and then just stretch each individual bone. If you want the braids to stretch, like how I did with my Boxy Boo rig, although it offsets the IK, but not like we're specific about the end position of the braids. Alright, I friended you, Slicksy. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Do you think that we will get a change, that we'll ever get to change left hands? What do you mean? Talking about the color of the hands? Oh yeah, I probably need to do this thing. Actually, I'll separate the fur from the body. That way I can work with it better. Oh dear. Yeah, guys. Partially wrong side out Huggy. Or bald Huggy. I think purple wants the left side to be able to have hand options like the right. Oh, are you talking about like individual IK? Because I don't really want. Well, I think it'd be more simpler if we just had both be either IK or FK. Oh no, I won't unfriend you. I'll just respond to your questions. It's not rude. Trying to join Discord, but name won't work. You try my username? It should be. Yeah, it should be pinned. Oh, new hands for the left hand. Yeah, if any new left hands come out on the grab pack, yes, I will add them as a toggleable property for the left hand. But currently, no. It's just staying game accurate for now. Huggy furthest, yes. Oh, purple and flare on the left side. Yeah, I don't really plan to change left hand. I prefer, you know, game accurate. Do you have a chance to open the song That's My Way? That's the way. I'm just going off the stuff that's in my drive. Discord name won't work. Oh. My screen crashed. Okay, my right monitor isn't working. My right monitor is flashing black. Monitor, stop flashing. There we go. Oh my god. Please, monitor. Okay. I'm gonna stay far away from that monitor. I don't even know what cable I'm touching that causes that. Well, anyways, you guys just got flashbanged by a peak background. Anyway. If you saw that, I'm not sure if OBS got that. Where's the... Oh, right. Oh my god. Monitor, stop tweaking. Next the Way is a pretty good song, very relaxing. I should try to create a playlist of songs next stream. Okay, here we go. Mask. Let's see. Oh my god, right monitor, stop it. Oh. I'm going under my desk, guys. Give me a sec. Yep, that is my wallpaper. It actually cycles every minute, so I have like 50 wallpapers. You should make the bald Huggy a fur option. I mean, I'm gonna make a wrong side out Huggy, and this bald Huggy will technically be, you know, maybe a topical variant. Would you mind helping me troubleshoot F model after stream or whenever you're free? Because I'm trying to rate models. Oh my. I didn't even do anything in F mod. Okay. I didn't even do anything. My monitor crashed. Chapter 5, that thing just. Oh. Is it giving you a mapping file error? Because I could just give you a drive link for the mapping file. I'm gonna make an animation in the background because you're a bit bored. I'm answering questions over here. I'm not even doing any rig stuff. How many people are on stream, actually? I gotta check that. 11 people. Alright. Oh, okay, you'll DM me. Alright. Oh. You need to select a UE version 5.6 for Chapter 5. You have an idea, since the model from Chapter 1 of Huggy Wuggy is the same as the mini Huggies, only without teeth, you can make them both at the same time. Well, it depends if the bone names are the same, because I think Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 have different bone formatting names. When will your next stream be? Sunday. Maybe. Most likely. If not, the Sunday or Saturday of next week. Where do I select that version? You should just be able to... Let me open up that model. Directory, selector, or not AS. Directory, selector, version here. Chapter 4 is 5.3. Chapter 5 is 5.6. Okay, good, this is... It's always the red channel, man. Mix color, multiply. 1. Factor, I guess. Okay, is that the right blue? Okay, well, he's green. Okay, so it's like a light blue. Marshmallow Huggy. You know what? I could see that. Alright, yeah, that's a good fur color for the first one. Oh yeah, just so you know, if I was doing any other character, it would not be this complicated. I'm only doing the mini Huggies because you guys asked me to. Technically the rig is done, except for the IKFK switch, but I'm just doing this first because it's easier. Alright, second one. Actually, you know what? I could just copy the drivers. Oh, come on, don't crash. You can't crash. Nope. 4. Alright, now we do the next one. Actually, wait, hold on, I could just literally... Yeah, that's easier. Now it should match. Yes, indeed it does. Alright. Got ourselves a finalized, materialized Huggy. Obviously, I'm stalling for the IKFK switching, so I'm gonna stall more and add lights. Because why not? You got the UE model file. How do I put that into Blender? You right-click Save Model, and then it should give you, it should output it where the output exports directory of your F model is located. And my right monitor just shut off. Alright. Alright, you should just be able to go into that directory. Get an add-on, like a PSK, PSA import add-on. Import the mesh, then skeleton, because all doesn't work, and then parent the mesh to the armature using empty groups. What? Yep, I know. Little complicated. But all you really need, once you save the model, PSK, PSA import add-on. Download that from GitHub. Import mesh, then skeleton. Parent, mesh, skeleton, empty group. Will there be a way to add random patches of blood onto the fur from ILC? I mean, I don't think there's any really real exact way to do that, because all the fur on here is mostly duplicated because it's fur cards. So, even if you do add it, it likely won't be great, considering the fact that it will be obviously repeatable, I think. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to create a whole new release for this guy. I'm just going to create a... just add him along with the release for my original Huggy. Just going to add him in there. Alright guys, doing it now. IK arms. IK legs. The only thing I dreaded about making this rig. And we're only 3.5 hours in. First of all, I should create a bone collection for each. So IK arms. Pretty sure I have that driver copied. That's arms. That's legs. Copy the legs driver. Paste it here. It says you have it downloaded, but you can't find the importer on the side panel. Oh, for the... You might need to go to File Import, PSK, PSA. I haven't... Because there's another add-on that does that as well. And then if you want to import only the mesh, it should be a bar here. If not, there should be some other setting that talks about that. Alright. Now all we gotta do now. This is why I have a reset position on a different keyframe. We're gonna have to clear the parent of these entirely. So symmetrize, clear parent, clear parent. Found it, but you don't see the UE model file. It should be a .psk file if you saved it, save as a model. If you saved it as raw data, UE model file, it won't work. It's a UE model file. Okay, so you need to resave it again, but instead of raw data, you have to export it as a model. Should say that. Anyway. Hand to child of constraints. One will be on the lower arm before it. I hate the save model. Okay, now just look for that PSK file, and then you should be able to import it. Mesh only, skeleton only, and apparent the mesh to the skeleton using empty groups. What is your Discord server name again? It's not a server. It's... You can only really DM me at the moment. So it's literally just my username, bon_bon_099. So one having the forearm, one IK. Set inverse for both of them. Copy the arm driver. This one is for if it is 0. So currently it's at 1, so it shouldn't be parented to the over. There is no PSK, it's a red smoke capsule.u model. I'm just gonna show you how I would do it. Now let me find meshes. Right click, save model, and then if you look down here, give it some time to load. Okay, F model is taking an awful long time today. There we go. Save PSKX for SK_Huggy Wuggy. This is where it is located. PSKX. I only have another USF file here because I accidentally extracted it as that. Since we can't parent it to the lower arm. Driver editor. offset's -1, not 0. Paste it here, and that's 1. Now these two will be opposite of each other. I did that, it just gives the .ue model. Really? Oh, it might be in your settings. Here. Go to settings, models, mesh format, and then make sure you click on PSK and PSKX. Alright? That's how you resolve it. Set inverse for both. And then on the other, do the same thing. Yeah, it worked, yeah. For whatever reason, in newer versions of F-Model, it's on by default. I am rewarded by having another bird video. Thank you, sir. Your bird videos are entertaining indeed.
Ham, I hear you're not all that happy.
Yep, it is indeed another bird video. 33 seconds of bird content. Alright, let's see if it works. Feet look weird, but that's just temporary. I should probably turn these to float so there's decimals. I got a playlist on YouTube of like over 100 bird videos. True bird. Oh yeah, I didn't disable the IK yet. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna have to go. So click on the IKified bone. Influence. Who is Shell? Oh, sorry, I read that so wrong. Who is she? Who is she? What she are we talking about? Oh no. Oh dear. Oh no, that's not. That's not working. Set. 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 Okay, good. Now you work, right? You don't work. Why no work? Okay, it's 1. Second one should be 1. Yes. Indeed. Hello. Oh, wait. Is it because we're only doing one at a time? So if I set it to 0, I only do the first ones. Let me go back. Let me do 1. Okay, that is going to be so complicated to explain. What's wrong with the foot? I just removed the parent because I'm doing child of constraints for them. So, child of. It'll look better soon enough. What do I do with the normal and the ORM textures to make them not look like shish? First of all, base color goes into base color. Let me show you with an easier one. ORM goes, you know what, let me just show you. Here's the node setup I have for my node group. ORM, green channel, roughness, blue channel, metallic. Separate the colors. Normal map goes into a normal map, normal. And yeah, you make sure both color spaces are non-color. Make sure you have that in place. You should be good. Wonder how long the stream's gonna go for. I might do a part 1 and 2. Although I got in, what, how much? Three and a half in. Okay, I think I got it working. I can literally release it after this, if it works. It doesn't work. God darn it. Oh wait. No, I'm goofily stupid. Sorry. That's why. He's gonna release the Huggy files. Indeed I will. Can't stop me. Alright. IK legs are a no-no. Do the one with 1 first. IK legs 1. Set the stuff. Then we done. You're not done. Clear, set. Set, clear. What? Clear, set. Hello? Why no worky? I want you to worky. Set. Set. Open. 0. Here. 1. Set. Set. 0. Why? Oh wait. No. Made a Huggy hit a block, sending it flying because I didn't have anything else in mind, and I think I made that in like 20 minutes. How does this? Oh! Wrong foot bone. Actually, no, that's probably not even gonna fix the problem. It's probably just gonna make stuff worse for me. But it would be a good candidate for why. Set. 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 What about the gas container? Because it didn't give me a texture for that. Oh, for the gas container, it's a procedural material they tried to import. I think it's just like a 4D noise texture multiplied by a red color. And then just the W value is like moving like pretty much almost every frame by some amount. I don't know, it's a weird thing. Oh wait, I need to apply that to the feet. God darn it. Yeah, why do you work find here but not find here? Set. Set. 0. Set. Set. hello. Okay, this is just straight up not work. Okay. Doesn't want to cooperate. Oh, I swear if I need to put that before the IK. Oh, that's going to be so annoying. It'd be so relieving that if that's the solution, but it would be so annoying if it is. Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah, that might be why. That's probably why. Oh my god. Bro. Okay, but the left foot works fine. What is wrong with the right foot that I'm not doing to the left foot? Nothing. Oh wait, I swear to god if the bone rolls are different. No. What if I clear that set? Now, what if I clear this? What if I set that? No, it takes no effect. Why do you not work? Why do you not work? There's no reason why they shouldn't work. Okay, great. Now that doesn't work. IK legs. Okay, wait. Okay. Okay, it's just rotating. There's an issue with that. Why is there an issue with rotating? This one rotates fine, doesn't it? Oh my. Sorry guys, I copy and pasted and forgot to change the L to R. Or was it the other way around? Okay, but you can't lie. At least it works. Oh, hello, Moloch. Thank you. I'm going to DM you the shader I came up with. Alright. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, I really like that. It's very similar to what I did for the prototype's gas canisters on his rig. I like it. Alright guys, we're all done here. He's rigged and he's ready to be released. Actually, wait, hold up. I have an idea. If this works, this would be absolutely legendary. We can combine Kissy, Missy, and Huggy Wuggy into one rig. That's injured. Not the one I want. Is there even a Kissy? I imported this one, right? No. Okay, so there isn't a fixed Kissy. Serious? Hold on, wait, there's an SM injured Kissy. What? Is it possible to make the rig compatible with other original game skeletons? I think, yes, that's what I've been doing for most rigs. For such, Huggy Wuggy and Withered Huggy might both have the same bone names. Why is there a Chapter 4 one? What are you? Where's the actual Kissy one? There's an SK injured Kissy. Okay. Is this one it? Okay, likely. I can see that it's using the same Huggy stuff for the mouth. Why would you have in a file also named Kissy? That isn't the fixed Kissy. I mean, I could make the fur pink, but... You know what? No fixed Kissy, no problem. We release it. Rigs are the same, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Some of them just lack some bones. Are you just making rigs, or are you making your own fan game? I'm just making rigs and releasing them to you. Okay, while I adjust, I will have you guys look at yourselves in a mirror. Here you go, guys. This is your mirror. I'm going to take screenshots and adjust it, because I like adjusting it on my right monitor. Oh geez, wait, I didn't even add any lights yet, hold on. Can you rate the goofy Huggy hitting a block animation? I'm gonna look at Discord in a sec, don't worry, if you send it to me. Setting up lighting. Alright. And now I take screenshot. Actually, I don't even need to do that. I'm just gonna add it to the current release. Is there a current release I have? No. Really? Well, I guess you guys are getting multiple releases today. Well, you kind of are already, but... we're just gonna duplicate one to have settings turn over. You're an animator with 3 years of experience? Nice. I'm an animator with 6. I think, around that area. You able to check out animation? You don't have to. Oh, alright. Peek. Where'd you send the prototype rig? It's in the pinned thing. See the rigs that I've been released here, Gumroad. It's just my Gumroad. Yeah. Okay. Where do I find it? It's only the old models and Mimic. Oh, you scroll down. Like, really far down. Should be all the way at the bottom. Newer ones are at the bottom. Oh yeah, Vox, I can check out your animation after stream. Oh, I can comment on the video. Didn't know you posted them. Hey, it's alright. Okay, so I do need to take screenshots, apparently. You know what? I'll keep the old Chapter 4 versions on my Ko-fi, because I personally don't know how it's gonna mix well on Gumroad. Only Tooncrafty Corn. Yeah, I'm uploading it now. Alright, just give me a sec. I'm gonna configure the page. I'll let you guys know when it's released. Now I screenshot. Now let me take a screenshot. How do I get the rigs into the pose? Is that how they exported in Blender from F model? You select all the bones, and then on the top bar, click on pose, clear transform all. I think. God, am I not taking a screenshot? Okay, now I did. Other screenshot. Close Blender. Upload. Content. Here we go. Chapter 5, Huggy, Wuggy. Okay, 74 megabytes. Currently 10% done. You just want to find a prototype IK rig. It's all good. Could you maybe answer my question on the disc? Oh, yeah. Alright, I sent you a thingy. Anyway, publish and continue. Alright everyone, it is now released. You guys can check it out here. Now obviously the stream's getting a little long, we're hitting almost 4 hours here. I'll do another stream on Sunday. It'll be way quicker. I'll cover Withered Huggy and Injured Kissy. We've got the base rig done. And the mini Huggies. Alright. Farewell everyone, it's been a nice stream. I will see you guys on Sunday. You already downloaded? Wow, very quick. I will see you guys on Sunday, and if you guys have any more questions, I can go over them on Sunday. Alright? Skibbity, indeed. Bye-bye.